Remakes are something that Nintendo is no stranger to. As a matter of fact, they've remade almost all of their classic games at this point. Of course, some of the Pokemon games have gotten remakes as well over the years. The first gen got a remake with Fire Red and Leaf Green, the second generation got a remake with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and the third generation, of course, with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So with all that being said, a lot of people are wondering, which of the Pokemon games are going to be remade next? In Pokemon Sun and Moon, there are so many references to the first generation of Pokemon. However, most of these references are only in the games because it was the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. However, a lot of people seem to think that these references are clues or hints to possibly having a remake of Red and Blue. And thinking about it, they could possibly be right. I mean, they have all these new updated Gen 1 models already. I mean, they even brought back Red and Blue. They even had the new Alolan Professor Oak. And not only that, but the trainer that you actually play in the game is from Kanto originally. And let's not forget about all the Gen 1 references in the Alolan forms as well. And they could reuse a lot of the buildings and NPCs from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And one of the biggest possible hints, of course, is from the original Sun and Moon games, when Lily decides to leave Alola for Kanto. Now, why would they put that in the game? A lot of people think that this means that we're going to be seeing Lily in the Kanto remakes in the future. But now with this alternate storyline in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I'm not so sure. At this point, I don't think that it would actually take that much work for them to remake Gen 1. It would be an easy project that rakes in a lot of money. So yes, I could definitely see Nintendo remaking Gen 1 in the future. However, Nintendo has said that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the final Pokemon games on the 3DS. So does that mean that neither Gen 1 or Gen 4 is going to be getting a remake? Or instead, are they going to be remaking them on the Nintendo Switch? And yes, the first generation already has been remade once. So would it really be fair for the first generation to get another remake before the fourth generation? A lot of people think that Gen 4 is going to be the next one to get a remake simply because it's the next one in line. So of course it would only make sense for Gen 4 to get a remake next, right? Well, looking back at Pokemon Sun and Moon, there's also the fact that Silvally is a lot like Arceus, because it can change into different types by holding different items, just like Arceus could in Gen 4. And in Ultra Sun, its Pokédex entry reads, having been awakened successfully, it can change its type in battle, just like a certain Pokemon depicted in Legends. The fact that they added this entry to the Pokédex in Ultra Sun and Moon leads me to believe that they're probably hinting that Gen 4 remakes are coming soon. I could see Silvally tying into Arceus' story in the Gen 4 remakes. Cynthia also makes an appearance in Pokemon Sun and Moon. They also brought back Team Rocket for a short episode in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, with Giovanni as the main villain again, who of course references the old Pokemon games when you battle him, saying that he felt really nostalgic. At the end of the Rainbow Rocket episode, Giovanni mentions that he's going to a new world to unleash his evil schemes. And what world has Giovanni not been to yet? Well, he's already been to Kanto, so that wouldn't make sense. Are they hinting that Giovanni's going to be going to the next new region in Pokemon? Or are they possibly hinting that Giovanni's going to be going to the Sinnoh region, since that would be a new world for him? And I could see his story possibly working with the whole distortion thing as well. In the Dimensional Research Lab, there's different books specifically talking about Gen 4 Pokemon, like Palkia, Giratina, and Bronzong. Palkia's book mentions that its total control over the boundaries of space enable it to transport itself to faraway places or even other dimensions. And the one that I find most interesting is Bronzong's entry. It says, it brought rains by opening portals to another world, with hints of dimensions and opening portals to other worlds. Doesn't this sound familiar? It sounds like these Pokemon would be right up Giovanni's alley, and they could possibly be hinting at ways that Giovanni could use these Pokemon to take over the world in the next games. So I don't know, it could really go either way. What do you guys think? Would you rather have Gen 1 remakes first, Gen 4 remakes first, no remakes at all, or you don't really give a damn? Let me know in the comments section below. Follow me on Twitter at @ABrandonThePast for more updates, funny Pokemon stuff, and all that other stuff. Thank you to all my patrons for the continued support. This has been Brandon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.